They'll start on the ground with Swift. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
He did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Herbert. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. It's caught by Mike Evans. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. They'll try it now with Swift. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I'm laughing because I'm not so sure I would have made this call. I'm not so sure I would have said, yeah, let's go ahead and get this one, especially at this point of the game. But give him credit. He had a feeling and carried it through.
Yeah, that's one where you think, okay, if you're down, 2 minutes left, the ball's near midfield, you go for it. But at this stage, at that part of the field, but like you said, it worked. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. And that looked almost to be a case of, a quarterback saying, hey, I'm going to throw this as far as I can and hope you run under it. Mission accomplished. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. McCann's got it teed up. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone now. First and 10 now. Willis and the Titans at their own 18. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on third down. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
Third down, it's Willis. Finds the open man, it's Mike Williams. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. The Titans had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell. Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Now they'll look to Willis to throw. A check down here for Henry. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those, too.
Back to throw, Willis. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 19. The third down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A toss left. Henry. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, it's Willis. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Williams. And he's brought down. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Willis on the sneak. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Titans are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
These two teams all tied after one. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Once again, it's Swift. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. Dime look defensively here for the Titans on 3rd. Herbert now. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. It's a gain of 35.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver. And as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Herbert takes it and just pops it forward. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. DK Metcalf with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Chargers have moved out in front. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. McCann's got it teed up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Coming off every player's friend, the open week from last weekend.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. Even if you're coming off of a loss as they did, the open week is exactly what you need after you kind of get over a little bit, right? Rest up the mind, rest up the body, get yourself ready to go. And they have to be eager to play again, especially since they lost the last time out.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Willis will look to throw it. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running left, it's Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Willis out of the gun. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step as they take the field here for drive number 3. Because remember, Charles, drives 1 and 2 both ended in the end zone.
Yeah, right now they've just got to be careful not to lean into overconfidence because every drive has a life of its own. But I like the way that they've started, the way that they're going about doing things right now. They've got a chance for that 3rd consecutive touchdown, and that would be a crushing blow to the defense.
1st down, and they go with Swift again. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. This is Swift on the counter. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Evans. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Now it's Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to the running game with Swift. Oh, able to avoid him. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Herbert jet sweep as he taps it forward. Uses the stiff arm. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Herbert. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. There'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. Johnson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Titans going to get the ball to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back to it on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pack the 60, pack the 60.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Willis looking to throw it. And that will be incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On now is the Titans punter. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Herbert on first down now. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Looking to throw again on second down. Herbert, he'll let this go for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now up to 14. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line. Let's go now.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Second down throw coming by Willis. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw, Willis. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Ready?
To the air on 1st down, here's Willis. The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Those big ends don't really care what the play call is. Big pass, RPO, handoff, whatever. Their job, get behind the line of scrimmage every play and run down whoever has the ball. Mission accomplished there.
And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. 43 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. A big play there. 48 yards. And the Chargers take a 3-touchdown lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Let's go.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
On second down, Swift.
And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They'll try and get the run game going. This is Henry. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big first down to get away from the end zone.
I guess it's good we can't really read the mind of the defensive coordinator now, huh?
Had him pinned back there deep, give up that run. Can't be happy.
Yeah, whatever's in his mind right now, we probably couldn't say over the air.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
From the 25 on second down, Willis, and that's incomplete.
So many things have to go right for any passing play to work out. Quarterback has to understand the defense, deliver an accurate ball. Receiver has to concentrate and bring it in. Somewhere along the assembly line, something was off with that one.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
19 tight. 19 tight.
Now Willis on first and 10.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted.
Sauce Gardner picks it off. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. First and 10.
Willis will look to throw on first down. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Willis looking to throw on 1st down. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
He's got it. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Austin Hooper. A 15-yard touchdown grab.
And the Titans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay.
And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Swift going to try up the middle.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
77 yards on the ground here for Swift, and he's got a 1st down as well.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 11 now. Herbert airing this one out for Evans. And that is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd down.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big play there on the catch and run, and it's going to yield a new set of downs.
Here we go. First and 10 at the 21-yard line. Buffalo 18. 7 Pirates.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
This is caught by Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
2nd down and goal. Willis. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
And the Chargers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Give him 30 yards there. Now the big play pushes him all the way out to the 40 now for first down. Here's Herbert. And his throw here's incomplete.
The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else, ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
On 2nd and 10, Herbert.
He'll find Swift out of the backfield. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
Again, Herbert. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. After what they faced during this game, where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Justin Herbert looking to pass, eluding the pressure right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Quandre Diggs.
And the Titans are right back in this football game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Now Willis.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Ready up.
Willis, 4th down, has to have it. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he is going to pick up the Titans' first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
It goes as a pickup of 23, and that'll be good for a Tennessee first.
60 Maverick. Trap 50.
Here's Willis.
There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers, Cup 19, Cup 19.
Throwing, Willis.
Going deep to the end zone for Juju. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Sauce Gardner picks it off, and the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, field goals probably aren't going to cut it at this point. This was touchdown or bust, and unfortunately for them, it turned out to be bust.
Yeah, they're feeling like they've got to force the issue here, maybe take some chances they wouldn't have earlier in the game. But give credit to this defense. They've really stood tall throughout, and they come up with the interception in the end zone.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They run out of the gun with Swift.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
With the late lead, Herbert's going to throw it. He's going to let this one go deep. It's caught inside the 25. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Herbert dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column. Here's Swift, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
DeAndre Swift with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. McCann's got it teed up.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this fourth quarter.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
79 Broncos, Mustang 19.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Third down, it's Willis.
He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know,
and now here's another interception. And he's got room.
And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They're going to pass here with Herbert. That's going to be caught. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They'll run with Swift.
Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Chargers, the win gets them to 5-9 now on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Titans, the loss might knock them out of playoff contention as they drop to 6-8. And they'll get a home date next week against the Detroit Lions.